Hey guys, this is Someone14 and the one and only, and I am going to be doing a book review on Skulduggery Pleasant. And the reason why I'm doing book reviews is because they seem pretty cool, a lot of people are watching them and a lot of people are doing them. So, hey, why not? Never tried it before. You only live once. YOLO! Anyway, Skulduggery Pleasant. Basically, it's where this sorceress, well, no one knew he was a sorceress at the beginning, except for Skulduggery Pleasant. He had died in his study, and because he was a very mystical, writer who wrote about myths and legends, and that to us mortals, well, I'm calling us mortals, and to us mortals, we thought was completely strange and crazy, but inside the other world, it's all magical and believable, and basically he wrote with his experience. And he dies. Now, people say he died of natural causes, and the whole plot was made down to a heart attack. And one of the funniest parts about this book was they were inside this room because they were finding out Gordon's will. That is the main character who dies. And basically there was three people who were invited. There was Stephanie's the main character, Stephanie's mum and dad, her uncle, who was proper a thief and everything, and there was Skulduggery Pleasant. Now, the family that was sort of up their own arse, basically, only wanted to know Gordon because he was rich. He had all the stuff. He had diamonds. He had this French cottage which was worth millions and proper rare and everything. And they only wanted to go to the will because they thought they were getting something. But they were completely disappointed when they only got this ring thing, this ring case, and a car, even though they already had a car. And Stephanie got everything. She got the house. She got all the possessions, while Stephanie's dad, the mom, got the very, very rare house. And they were absolutely fuming. They were like, "What the fuck?" Sorry, this contains strong language. What the fuck? Why did Stephanie get everything? You know what I mean? And Skulduggery got advised to say that there was darkness coming, and that to win in victory you must repel the darkness and all that. And so this Skulduggery guy is a mystery guy who we've never met before. And then when Stephanie goes to a house, this is where it all kicks off. She gets attacked, and there's this guy, he's a murderous guy who brings her down, and he's like, where's the key? And now Stephanie's like, what's he talking about the key? You know what I mean? What's he talking about the key? And then Skulduggery Pleasant barges through the door, breaks the bloody thing down, and then starts battling this guy and sort of shooting him with fire magic balls and throwing him with ease, and basically defeats him. But Skulduggery is the skull guy. Although when he was inside the will room, he had a scarf wrapped around his face and sunglasses. If you've read Heroes, he kind of reminds you exactly like Francis, because Francis did the same. He was a war veteran who got his face blown off by a grenade. Not a good story. Brilliant book though, but yeah. I had to learn it for a GCSE in English. So, basically, Skulduggery is this detective, and he's investigating what happened to Gordon. And when you go through the book, he has an enemy called, I think it's something to do with. 1 second, guys. 1 second. What's his name? Serpent. Now, Serpent has been an arch enemy of Skulduggery for a hell of a long time, and he's kind of a descendant of this great like magician guy who wanted to bring the immortals back, and the immortals are very, very bad people. Who want to kill everyone and rule the world and make it evil and destructionists. But the elders created this thing called the oh my god, what's it called? God, I should know this. I just read the freaking book. The scepter. Now the scepter is this all-powerful weapon, and basically it's if brought into the bad hand, like the wrong hands, the scepter could bring the immortals back, and whole hell would be raised, and people would die, and there would be gloom of death. And basically, the elders think that Septon is kind of a good guy now, because he sort of found the error of his ways. But Skulduggery pleaded, saying that he wanted the scepter, but the scepter was a myth, according to the elders, that it was like an urban myth, that it never existed or anything. So they thought Skulduggery was crazy, like. And Stephanie was dragged into this world of Skulduggery, and basically she was being an absolute bitch. She wasn't a bitch as in like you'd hate her as a character. She was a bitch as in she was stubborn. She was stubborn as fuck, and basically she kind of ruined some part of it, because when they were going through like some scenes, she kept asking question after question. And I remember I read like about 3 or 4 pages of her just asking these simple questions, and you think, no, I don't want to read this. I want to see some action. I want to see what happens. And asking questions, like the characters asking questions, it's not like that bad for me. But if it's ones that basically relate to the previous question, which is what she was doing, it gets annoying as fuck after a while. God, I'm swearing a lot. Gotta really cut that down. So yeah. So he's investigating, and then Stephanie meets this guy, and he's like proper. He's like, he does these suits that can protect you against all magic. And he says Skulduggery is crazy for bringing her into this world. And she's like, no, I'm not. No, he isn't. This is my world now, and all that. And then, yeah, cut the long story short. Turns out, just before I carry on, if you've never read this book, I'm going to reveal the ending here, but if you want to read this book, don't watch the ending, because this is the ending part of what happened. I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. If you're not gone now, you're gonna hear the ending. So, okay. Basically, Gordon was murdered, and he had the key to the scepter. And basically, if this key was found, they could go into the caves and where the scepter was. Now, Gordon was a tactical bastard. And basically, he had to hide the key because he didn't want Serpent to get it. And do you remember that brooch I was telling you about what Beryl got, which was the one that was stuck up their own ass? Yeah, she kind of, the brooch was actually the key. And he was so tactical with it, because who would know? Who would actually know that the key was actually with the most stubbiest of them all? You know what I mean? You wouldn't suspect that at all. At least that's when you're reading it. But Serpent manages to get the key because an ally they had betrayed him, and so Serpent gets the scepter. And then he uses it, and then Skulduggery has an epic battle with him, and Stephanie has a battle, joins in the battle as well. And then Skulduggery manages to destroy the weapon. I still don't know how the hell he managed to destroy the weapon. I read that part many times, and I still don't get how he did it. But yeah, basically it ended very predictably. Skulduggery wins, Scepter's destroyed, Serpent's defeated. But with the action scenes, I'd say that the description signs with the action scenes were pretty good. But if you've read someone who wrote like Darren Shan, that's amateur. No offense. Then thank you for watching this review. I'm going to do more. And I'll see you in the next video. Awesome every day. Hello.